Facebook brings new advertising options into the platform. YouTube points to key future trends and opportunities in connected TV. Instagram releases light version of Instagram app in 170 regions worldwide. All this and much more coming up in this week's edition of the Connected Church News. And in our bonus section, we are talking about the future impact that the next generation, Gen Z, is going to have on Christian media space and how you as a ministry can prepare for it. You don't want to miss that. Welcome, I'm Nachi Lazarus, and this is the show that brings you the top 5 digital and social media news each week in less than 5 minutes. Let's get started. Our first big news of this week is from Instagram. Last week, Instagram announced that they are launching the light version of Instagram in 170 regions around the world. The light version is an app that's available in Google Play Store, and it works nicely when you have low internet bandwidth, or if you have a device that is just a low budget device with less memory and so on. Now, this is an important news, especially for ministries and nonprofits that are working either in areas where there is lower bandwidth, or even in developed countries in some situations. For example, students, right? Even in almost all parts of the world, students don't have access to lots of data. And they want things to be simple. They want to do, their social media activities in a very quick way. So even we've seen students prefer the light version of the app. During the testing, Instagram says that they've seen some interesting findings. And these findings are listed in that article that I linked to in the show notes. Do check it out. It's very interesting how people use this light version. So I see a lot of wide applications for the light version, especially if you're trying to reach students and also people in the rural areas or people in different parts of the world where internet is still catching up and devices are not as powerful as certain parts of the world. So definitely a news for you to keep in mind with respect to reaching people worldwide. Hey, have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? If you've not done so, I'm going to ask you to take a moment to do that and also hit that bell notification so that you do not miss any news update that we release every week on Fridays. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Now let's get back to our news item. Our next news is from YouTube. Last week, YouTube's chief product officer talked about 3 big trends that they see as a company. And you can imagine how much data goes behind something like this to talk about 3 trends for the future. And one of the things was short form videos. He talked about short form videos being a big thing and coming up. To understand it simply, it's the stories and reels and TikTok type of content. And also he talked about the opportunities in the connected TV and how very few companies or brands are actually making it available for you and me as a ministry and nonprofit to advertise to people who are watching streaming content. And the watching rate and the volume is going very high, and there's a huge opportunity in that space. He also talked about e-commerce opportunities. Do check out this very interesting article. Our next big news is from Facebook. Last week, Facebook announced that they are testing new ad options inside the platform. Specifically, I wanted to bring 2 things to your notice. One is the advertising options that are coming to short video formats. Short videos are the ones that are consumed more and more by people these days. It's one of the most popular form of content. So having advertising options within that can open new doors of opportunity for nonprofits and ministries. So an important news to keep in mind. The other item is live streams. Facebook is also bringing new advertising options into live stream, and these could also open new doors for you to reach people on Facebook. Our next news is about Twitter. Last week, Twitter announced that they are officially testing ways in which images are going to look bigger and better on the platform. Twitter has always been a text-based platform, but off late they have been moving towards being a visual platform as well, probably driven by the popularity of Instagram and other visual platforms. Now this announcement says that when you post a single image tweet, the image will look much bigger. For example, you can post 4K images and also bigger images that are in different sizes that take up much more screen space on mobile phones. So an interesting announcement from Twitter. Our final news of this week is from Google. Last week, Google announced that they are releasing a new kids profile feature within Google TV. Google has been releasing family friendly features across its platforms and devices, and this is the latest news that comes, which gives parents an option to add a kids profile on their Google TV. Connected TV, as we even mentioned in the earlier story about YouTube, is one of the big trends that is in that we are seeing in the media space, and Google TV, as a big player in that space, is starting to make it easier for families to spend more time on connected television, having a separate kids profile. Those are the top 5 news items I had for you this week. Now let's go to our special bonus section where we are talking about Generation Z, the next generation that's going to take the center stage and dominate the near future. Even the next 10 years, it's going to be their time. And it's important for you and me to understand what this means. And to do this, I'm going to pick up a recent research report that was released last week by Snapchat along with Oxford Economics. So they both came together and they did this detailed research and they released a report, and I'm going to help you dig deeper into the report and look at some very fascinating statistics. Let's dive right in. Welcome to this special bonus section where we spend a couple of minutes each week looking at a particular trend, a tool, or a tactic that is going to impact our work as a non-profit church or a ministry. So today we are talking about Generation Z, and I want to bring your attention to a recent research report that Snapchat put together along with Oxford Economics. And this is a very detailed research report on Generation Z, Gen Z, the next generation that's going to take the center stage. And for you as a nonprofit church or a ministry, it's important for you to understand how this generation is going to influence and some of the things that you can do, start thinking about at least to do in the days to come. This 2021 to 2030 is going to be this digital decade. I have told you this multiple times. That's what I firmly believe. And the generation that's going to dominate this particular decade and make this a truly digital decade is Generation Z. I want to bring to your attention 3 findings that I took out of this report. First is Gen Z will become a dominant force in the workplace, with the number in work across the 6 markets tripling to 87 million by 2030. So Gen Z are going to become the dominant workforce, which means they are going to have work-related needs from a mind perspective, from emotional perspective, from multiple angles for which you and me as a ministry are called to minister to them. So be prepared for Generation Z to take center stage and have specific needs in their workplace and in their professional life that you can meet and help them to become better with God's word and all that you do. The second thing is they will become an engine of consumer spending, which projections that they will support $31 trillion of spending in these markets in 2030. So the markets where this research was done, even those limited markets, they are saying Gen Z are going to be the biggest economic influence as well. So they not just are going to be influential in the workplace, but also in terms of spending and economic power, they are going to be big. Again, that also, as you know, comes with certain pressures, certain knowledge that they need, certain help they need, certain ministry that they will need as they go about living their life in the next 10 years, dominating our system. So it's important for you to understand that. And the final thing I wanted to point out is a greater emphasis. The report says a greater emphasis will be put on skills such as agility, curiosity, creativity, critical thinking, and problem solving, which play to the natural strength of Gen Z. So they are going to start facing very interesting complications and challenges which you as a non-profit church or a ministry will be able to address. So I will link to this detailed report in the show notes. There is a detailed PDF. There are lots of infographics, details about how they are going to think, how they are going to move, how they are going to act, and so on. So I highly recommend you take a minute. This is a free report, so just take a minute to download it, look at it, and pray about it, and ask God to lead you in such a way that you can be a blessing to our next generation. Our future future depends on how you and me prepare as a ministry or a nonprofit to help these people become best at what they do and what God has in store for our next generation. That's all I wanted to share with you today. I hope that was useful. You can continue your learning by checking out this playlist that has questions and answers about digital and social media that were asked to us by leaders like you, leaders of churches, nonprofits, and ministries. Do check it out and see if you find a question that you might have had in your mind.